Hello and welcome to Benilde-St. Margaret's High School Stadium. Today we're here for a girls MSHSL lacrosse match. The Red Knights of Benilde are hosting the Chaska Hawks. The Red Knights come in at 4-3 and the Chaska Hawks come in at 4-1. As the teams line up for the draw, we see Sydney Liebel for the Red Knights. Sydney Liebel has 21 draw controls so far in just 7 games. I'm Ethan Lee, along with our guest host tonight, Richmond Bowen, former Benilde-St. Margaret's quarterback. He'll provide us with some good insight today. Welcome, Richmond.
Thank you, Ethan.
And we're going to have a redo on the draw here. Liebel again. Ref blows whistle, up, and controlled by the Hawks.
And we're off.
Going that way is Olivia Swenson, the midfielder. She hits number 8 down there. That's Emma Simpson. And up in the middle, pass and a goal already. Carly Goetz, the sophomore midfielder, with that goal. Quick on the board for Chaska. Just 18 seconds into this game. 1-0 Chaska. Beautiful quick play. How about that, Richmond? We got it right downfield, just a couple passes.
Rain 18 seconds, drove right down the field.
Hit
Found the opening
Goetz
gap.
with the pass there. Wide right in front of the net, went to DeGiulio's left side. DeGiulio?
DeGiulio.
DeGiulio, okay. Anna DeGiulio to her left side and put that one in for the first goal. Liebel again with the draw. See if she can get this going for the Red Knights. Ref backs off and the whistle is blown. Looks like Chaska has it now. That is number 13, Lida Ernst, the captain, winning that draw. Now she's taking it downfield. We have a player falling over for Benilde, and ball is recontrolled by Ernst. And now up to number 3, Goetz, and over to 27, Olivia Swenson. Swenson the pass in, and it is deflected and picked up by Benilde going the other way. Downfield for Benilde, now the right side. Now bringing it into the middle is 29. That is Sydney Liebel. Margot Brink now with it. Hits teammate number 9, Eleni Fiallo, back. Margot Brink cutting across and the pass back up to Sydney Liebel. Liebel loses the ball. She'll pick it back up though. Ref blowing the whistle. It will be possession Red Knights. Red Knights on the restart here. A bit of a free position for Sydney Liebel, but she'll just pass it back to her teammate. That is number 18.
Number 18, Katie O'Connor.
We have 2 different rosters here. Sydney Liebel cutting in. Oh, and she tries for the shot, but the ball is knocked away. Chaska picks it up. 27 again. Olivia Swenson will now take it the other way, but she has 2 Benilde defenders on her. Runs right through them. Back the other way, weaving in and out now as she gets it to their side of the midfield. Pass down now to teammate. She tries to one-hand it. That is number 12 for Chaska. Miley Ernst picking up the ball. Now, she's using her left hand, trying to take it in, and we'll bring it back out. Chaska's offense starting to calm down a little bit, but we see a cut by Swenson, and they'll settle at the top. Number 3, Carly Goetz with the ball. Chaska has finally settled it. We still see a few cuts. Got a nice motion offense there. Always someone moving. Goetz tries to take it around the middle, but with Carl Bromkamp not letting her in, and she'll take it back out. She's at the 25 right now. 27, Olivia Swenson. We'll be calling her name a lot today. The senior midfielder. Dodge takes it back to the right. The shot saved by DeGiulio. And now Benilde going for the clear. She sees teammate number 15, Gretchen Sattler, the first-year player. She's a senior. Now she'll take it down midfield. Interesting choice to start a new sport as a senior. Richmond, I know you're friends with her. You've talked to her a little bit. Anything to say about her? Why she decided to play this year? How she's doing?
She decided to join lacrosse this year because she majority of her friends are involved in the sport. She just wanted to try out, and she ended up falling in love with the sport.
And made varsity.
Yeah.
Her first year playing. That's pretty cool. And we have actually a few first-year players on this team. One a freshman, what we'll talk about a little later. That's Sammy Dieterding. She got the start tonight. So maybe we'll be calling her name a little bit. But interesting, Gretchen, a senior. Good for her to make the varsity team and actually get a lot of playing time. She got the start today. And so far, Benilde not doing too bad. They are trailing 1-0 right now. Ref blows the whistle. It will be a restart for the Hawks. Miley Ernst, number 12, getting the free position. See if she can make something of it here.
Oh, it's a mere 15
Ref blows
yards.
the shot off DeGulio. Oh, but it looks like it bounced off DeGulio, maybe hit Gretchen and went in. It hit off, DeGulio looked like she originally made the save, hit something and rolled in. But sorry for interrupting you there, Richmond. But that is the goal for Chaska. That will be the captain, senior forward, Miley Ernst, her first on the day.
Miley Ernst.
So in the game for the Hawks, number 4, JC Thies.
Now taking the draw will be Lida Ernst. And she is also a senior midfielder. And Sydney Liebel for the Red Knights. Sydney has 21 draw controls on the season. But this one will go to Chaska. 27, that is Swenson. And she'll hit number 3. Goats already has a goal today. The pass in. And now it's on the ground. Who will pick it up? It's Chaska, number 13, Lida Ernst. She found herself in between a few Benilde defenders. And Benilde picks it back up. That's Gretchen Sattler. She'll be taking it the other way, but a whistle is blown. See who they give possession to here. Oh, they're gonna do our favorite play in girls lacrosse, the throw, like similar to a jump ball in basketball when a ref is indecisive about a rule. We have the throw.
Chaska came in hard. Uh-oh, Chaska
Someone's down. Not injured though, gets back up. But so we have the throw. Now the ref is going over. This will be Benilde possession. Taking it down the far right side of the field now. Benilde wearing white, red shorts. They're going from right to left. Chaska purple on purple, going left to right.
Allie Coughlin.
Into Allie Coughlin now. She is a senior as well.
Allie Coughlin has 12 goals this year. She's always a threat down there.
There's a threat down there. Thank you, Richmond. Good point. And she made a nice dodge there, got in, but lost the ball. Ref blows the whistle. We will have, it looks like a free position restart. So, as you said, Richmond Bowen, she is a threat. She's running in right now from about 10 yards out. Maybe we'll see a shot here. Yes, right side shot, bounce shot, and a goal for Allie Coughlin. So that is her 13th on the year, Richmond?
13th goal of the year.
13. She also has 6 assists to this point. So that puts the Red Knights on the board 2-1. As you see the replay here, Allie Coughlin running right in. Really hard to play defense on that free position. They have a few meters of free position before there is a player defending them, and their path towards the goal is wide open. So these players, Richmond, are closing in on them, but if they can get a quick shot, as you see Allie Coughlin, a very fast player, getting it in, bounce shot, always hard for the goalie to save.
Oh, no, with the speed of Allie, it's always going to be tough to catch up with her from only a mere yards away.
So maybe we'll see a few more of those for her today. And a draw, again, Sydney Liebel and number 13, Lida Ernst for Chaska. And Chaska wins the draw once again. 27, Olivia Swenson with the ball right now. She works it down to teammate number 4, JC Tice. And a pass in to teammate and a shot and a goal, Siri Olsen. Tice to Olsen, pass down the middle, nobody on her, wide open about 5 yards out. As you see the replay here, JC Tice taking it down into Olsen, nobody within 5 yards of her there. Defender coming in behind her, but that was after she got the shot. Right past DeGulio, 3-1. Chaska Hawks. I'm going to be saying that name wrong all day, so Richmond, feel free to talk about her when the opportunity arises. See on the graphics right now, the starters for Chaska. We have another draw here, Sydney Liebel. Ball down, and Chaska picks it up. The whistle is blown, and ref will indicate possession to the Hawks. So 3-1 Chaska here, about 7 minutes into the first half. Pass over number 3, Carly Goetz. It will go to Benilde. Number 2, Emily Schmitz picking up the ball. Pass over to Allie Coughlin. Coughlin taking it downfield. We mentioned her speed earlier. We see it right now as she blows by Olivia Swenson down the left side of the field. Allie Coughlin up in a pass. That is to number 13, Katie O'Connor. Couldn't handle it, but Margot Brink, the senior, picks it up. Margot Brink, a captain for this team, along with Sydney Liebel. Ball behind the net now for the Red Knights. That's Liebel directing teammate Allie Coughlin to go upfield. Liebel taking her time here. She's got 2 defenders on her now.
Number 7, Izzy Swenson.
Pass up to Allie Coughlin. Ball down, but she controls it. And that is number 3, Carly Goetz, on her. Coughlin trying to work around her, but can't do it. Now she's got 3 defenders in her area. Still working it around the field.
Chaska's really cracking down on Allie Coughlin and Sydney Liebel tonight.
Yeah, they know who the star players are. You can tell, Richmond, that they're really prepared for this game. And so far, their hard work
Combined,
preparing has paid off as they have a 3-1 lead.
Combined, they have over 40 goals.
Good stat there. 40 goals in just 5 games. That's impressive for Chaska. And that shot by Sydney Liebel was deflected by the defender behind her. And talking about Chaska there, what do you have on Benilde's games so far this season? We know they are 4-3. One of those games was against a team in Milwaukee, the St. Charles High School. What about the rest of their record so far? What have they had any key games?
Benilde has played a fairly tough schedule this year. They have played Eden Prairie and Lakeville South.
Eden Prairie top in the state.
Top of the state, Lakeville South is right up there in top 10. Other than that, they've played Metro West Conference games, and they're so far undefeated in conference as of today.
Impressive.
They beat Bloomington Jefferson for first game of the year, and then they went to Chan, went to Bloomington Kennedy, and then came back home to St. Louis Park, and are undefeated in Metro West Conference.
Very impressive so far as we see Swenson trying to work it in, and the pass out over the defender. Over the teammate, excuse me. Great stats there, Richmond. Thanks for that. And as Richmond mentioned, they are undefeated in the conference. This is their, you could say arguably, but I really think this is their toughest conference opponent so far in Chaska.
Yes, Chaska has played very similar teams as towards Benilde has, with the tough competition.
And they both have 4 wins so far, so it's proven to be a fairly even matchup so far. Chaska just getting a few more good shots as Gretchen Sattler tries to clear it out. She's harassed by 4 defenders. Then Chaska takes it back. Nina Mork, the captain, gets it, passes it to 12. Miley Ernst, the captain. And whistle is blown. That will be a violation, I believe, on McCall Brommelkamp, and a free position opportunity for Miley Ernst.
Mere 15 yards away. This can be tough.
She shoots right away as she sees defenders closing in. Soft shot down low to Julio. I got it right that time, Richmond, with a fairly easy save, and now she'll try to clear it out. And Benilde's taking it the other way. So the 40 and midfield. Emma Vanderhyde.
Emma Vanderhyde is a star soccer player here at Benilde.
A lot of these athletes, thanks for that, as you're saying, are 2, even 3 sport athletes, as we see Allie Coughlin, one of those athletes, scoring a goal right now. She ran around the back of the net, came up, and shot on the left side of Anna Rydeen, the junior goalie for Chaska, as we see on the replay, taking it back to X, going right around the goal circle, and fits it in between the goalie and the pipe on that shot.
Great spot.
Hard for the goalie, Richmond, because when you're coming around on that, I played a little goalie. I was never great, but one of the things that I always did wrong was when they're coming up on the pipe, it's hard when a player is just facing you and you're in the net. But she the goalie just barely came off. Her right shoulder just came off the pipe. She left just a little bit of space there, and Allie Coughlin, the sharpshooter, able to get it in. It wasn't a far out distance, but good play by her as she makes it 3-2. And I believe that was her second goal of the game, correct?
Yes, sir.
She's got both so far. And you know a little bit about Allie Coughlin. She is a three-sport athlete, correct?
Yes. She's captain in both soccer and basketball this year, and she's going to be attending University of Minnesota next year.
All right. And what will she be playing a sport there?
I don't believe so.
Just going there, maybe some club sports. But really big athletic talent for Benilde, especially in soccer. A couple state championships for her. And now showing off on the lacrosse field as she has both goals for Benilde about 12 minutes into the first half. Allie Coughlin again with the ball. And down to the goal line and behind the net. Number 9, that is Eleni Fialo. And now Sydney with the ball, Sydney Liebel. The pass up to Allie Coughlin. Again, Allie with the shot, but she goes top right. Good save by the goalie, Anna Rydeen for Chaska. Rydeen now gets the ball from her teammate, and they will attempt to clear. Tossing it back to the teammate who gave her the ball. Now she's taking it up the middle. 2 defenders on her here. Emily Schmitz, one of them, and Eleni Fiala, the other one. Eleni's going back to number 9, Nina Mork. And upfield now as it's Carly Goetz that receives the pass, but the ball is on the ground. 2 Benilde players and 1 Chaska fighting for it, but Goetz still gets over that ball. Whistle blown, however. It will be Chaska possession, but good fight for Carly Goetz there, getting around Allie Coughlin, and actually another Benilde player there to get the ground ball. Goetz taking it down the right side. Emily Schmitz, a junior, on her. Tries to hit her teammate up in front of the goal circle, but DeGiulio gets the ball, and another whistle is blown. Possession goes to Chaska. You see the frustration in DeGiulio there. Gets a good interception. Thought she was going to clear it out, but ref blowing the whistle. And setting the players back up. Interesting in girls lacrosse, for those who may not know, when the ball goes dead or out of bounds, the players have to stay in the same spot they were when the ref blew the whistle. So a lot of times you'll see the ref pointing at players to move here, move there. That is because if they move after the whistle is blown and the ref sees them, he's going to give them a little scolding and tell them to go back there. So just so we know what's going on with that. I thought that was pretty interesting. There are a lot of interesting rules in this girls lacrosse game that we do not normally see in traditional guys lacrosse. But it's fun. We're all learning here. Good game so far. 3-2 Chaska. Allie Coughlin with both goals for Benilde. We have Carly Goetz with 1, Miley Ernst with 1, and who has the third goal? Siri Olsen?
Correct.
All right. And there we see another one for Chaska. See the free position there. She comes straight up. Shot low. And a goal.
Number 3, Carly Goetz. Timeout on the field.
That will be Carly's second goal of the match so far.
Now in the game for the
Siri Olsen with 1, Miley Ernst with 1, Carly with 2. Only a sophomore, the varsity leading scorer for this game so far. That's impressive. We see a lot of young players in this team, so both teams, Chaska and Benilde-St. Margaret's, should have pretty good teams for the years to come. So, Richmond, I understand you talked to a few of the players in prep for this game. Got anything interesting for me while we're on timeout here? I know you talked to Captain Margot Brink, Gretchen Sattler. These girls really nice. They're really receptive to talking to us for interviews. Anything interesting about Margot?
I just did some research, and I asked him a couple questions, anything from a pregame routine. And so a simple pregame routine is just warming up with the team and saying, as a Catholic school, saying 5 Hail Marys and before walking onto the field.
Oh, wow. That's really showing off their Catholic faith there. That's a nice thing to do before the game. I didn't know they did that.
No. And then the captain's inspiration is her coach, Anna. She is so passionate and teaches us all about life lessons and not just lacrosse, which I think is very, very valuable as a coach.
Love it, love it. As we see, we're on timeout here. Thanks again. This is Richmond Bowen, former Benilde-St. Margaret's quarterback, guest hosting today. Got a lot of interesting player facts for us that we'll be hearing throughout the broadcast today. And another little educational opportunity for me. I learned this recently, as well as the viewers, and maybe even you, Richmond, as we see out there all the sticks laying on the ground. That is because, how I just mentioned, when the ref blows the whistle, the players have to stay in the same spot. So this was a timeout, so obviously the players have to go to their coach, but to mark where they were, they throw their sticks down on the field. So then they have to return to exactly where they are.
Interesting.
So, yeah, the first time I watched a girls lacrosse game, I had no idea what they were doing with that, but now I did a little research, figured that out. So it's definitely a complex sport.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, no, for the last few games I've been doing this year, that's definitely the truth. As we see here, the 3 referees conferring, and the head coaches for both teams, Anna Bowlesby for Benilde, talking to her team, and Laura Hunt for the Chaska Hawks. Whistle is blown, and the players will return to their sticks and restart. We have 11 minutes, 17 seconds left in this first half, 4-2 Chaska. Players slowly returning to their sticks. Sydney Liebel will be taking the draw, and that will be against number 27, Olivia Swenson, the midfielder for Chaska. Ref setting them up right now. We also have number 11, Emma Vanderheide, now in the game again. And the ball goes up. McCall Brommelkamp gets it. Yeah, very, very physical play. Say McCall got sandwiched between a couple defenders there. Did get the whistle, though, and now she'll be taking it down the field.
Not as much contact allowed in girls lacrosse, though.
No, you'll see a lot more whistles blown than guys lacrosse. Good point, Richmond. And not much for body checking. They can do a stick check, but even stick checks have their limits. So not a lot of contact, but this is definitely a finesse sport. You'll see a lot more skill. I don't want to offend any guys lacrosse players, but that's definitely a rougher sport than this. You see a lot more finesse and skill in the girls lacrosse game. As we see a cut there by Fialo down the middle of the field as Sydney Liebel hits Allie Coughlin. Coughlin up at the 25 right now.
Setting up the offense, watching cuts go in, see when she can get out of this.
Yep, playing a very relaxed D while they're trying to think of what to do, waiting for the opportunity rather than forcing it.
Chaska's playing man-to-man, it looks like.
Woman to woman, as we would say in this. And Allie Coughlin up there. Richmond giving me a glare on that comment. Well, I don't know. Man-to-man. McCall with the ball back to Allie Coughlin. Very diverse group of students, anywhere from the freshmen to the seniors, out on the field right now.
Those orange shoes kind of hard not to miss Allie Coughlin.
Number 17, Allie Coughlin. Those are probably her soccer cleats. You see all those bright soccer cleats there. Probably using those from the fall. And Emily Schmitz back to Sydney Liebel. Interesting point. And I see Sydney down there has some bright yellow cleats as she takes it in across around a defender over goalie Anna Rydeen.
And a goal.
And that will be a goal for Benilde.
Fun fact, that is Sydney Liebel's 30th goal of the year.
Wow, very impressive. 30 goals for her. Is that like some kind of special hat trick thing there going? 30 goals on the season? That's really impressive.
They played 7 games thus far.
Wow. Hey, you took your AP Calc test today. Could you tell me what that average is?
Oh,
30 goals, 7 games?
That took all the effort out of me today.
Not using your brain tonight? All right. That's okay.
Taking a night off.
It's all right, and that makes it 4-3. Benilde just trailing by 1 goal now. This is shaping up to be a pretty competitive game so far as Liebel tries to take the draw, but it will go to Chaska once again. Chaska dominating the draws so far in this game, but Allie Coughlin running through, picks off the pass, and it'll be going the other way for the Red Knights. Downfield, and Sydney Liebel looking for the pass, and she gets it as a defender charges, but can't get it. Sydney picks it up. The senior taking it down, looks like she can work for a shot, but instead takes it behind the net. Whistle is blown again by the ref. see all these stoppages in this girls' game. There are a lot of different violations, and they result in many times some interesting free position plays where they start up here in front of the net with some space around them. And this will be Emily Schmitz, the junior, taking this free position. We'll see what she can do here.
10 yards from the goal.
She only has 1 goal on the season. This could be her second. The shot, and it is wide. And taking it the other way will be Olivia Swenson. I don't know. Did you see if Anna Rydeen got a stick on that one, Richmond?
I couldn't see. Made an effort, though.
She definitely got where she needed to be. I don't know if it was just wide or she got it, but either way, good play by her. They got the clear out, and now Chaska taking it down the other side of the field. That is number 3, Carly Goetz. She already has 2 goals, charging in for a third, drops the ball, and a shot after she picks it up. Good save by DeGiulio there, going offside high, picking it up. But now as the clear, she loses the ball. Chaska picks it up. The pass over quick as DeGiulio scrambles back to the net, and Chaska will settle now as they couldn't capitalize on that error, and good defensive play by Chaska. And as we can see, Chaska now controlling the ball down there with DeGiulio back in the net. She's had a lot of close calls tonight, Richmond, where she's gotten a couple good clear opportunities, just hasn't been able to get them off, and that is no problem for her. That is the Chaska defense really dominating.
Get in there.
Not letting Benilde get down the other side.
We got a whistle here.
And it will be a restart for Benilde-St. Margaret's. But yeah, so far this Chaska defense playing great down here, preventing clears, and we see another ball knocked away. Number 14 for Benilde trying to clear it, and it is knocked away by Chaska. And that is Bella Sarzinski. I haven't called her name yet today. She's a junior forward who is attempting to clear. Pass up to Allie Coughlin. Down the sideline, another whistle blown.
Once an Allie gets that 1 foot on you, she is gone.
Yeah, you see her. The defenders know it too. They see him crashing in. Luckily for Chaska, she'd have passed it down to Sydney Liebel, but her size does not really tell you how fast she is. She speeds down the field too, and she's got good stick work, zooming in and out of the players. And as you said, Richmond, she has 30 goals on the season, the leading scorer. That's they've got a lot of good talent on both of these teams, but for Benilde, we're going to be calling a lot of Allie Coughlin and Sydney through the rest of this first half and in the second. And now a pass right down to Chaska's number 13, Lida Ernst, the senior captain, and a goal for her. That'll make it 5-3, Chaska lead. And again, we see the Benilde defense breaking down a little bit.
Just snuck in right behind them, open right down the middle.
Exactly, as you see here on the replay, she just made it look like she was going behind the net. Nobody literally within 5 to 7 yards of her. Teammate sees her, hits her right there, and an easy goal. When it's just you and the goalie, more often than not, you're going to put that one in. And Ernst did it there to make it 5-3 Chaska, just 6 minutes to go in this first half. Sydney Liebel taking the draw once again. And that was number 13, Lida Ernst.
Here comes Emma Vanderheiden down. Oh, whistle.
Emma Vanderheiden, another successful soccer player from Benilde, wearing those bright, probably soccer cleats.
She was also the senior captain this year for lacrosse, or for soccer.
Interesting. So a lot of soccer players translating over to the lacrosse field.
They got the stamina.
And you know, tell me about what some of these players, I know you talked to a lot of them, what do they say specifically about the team's goals this season? I know they've got a tough section with Blake in it. Blake has been in the state championship every single year since they started doing the state tournament. As we see Chaska taking it down now, that is number 11 for Chaska, Anna Panning with the shot off target. Chaska will recover, but did they say anything about trying to make it to state? I mean, with this section with Blake in it that has gone every year, it seems kind of stressful and annoying for Benilde to be in that, but they've played a lot of close games with them in the section championship.
Blake is a major roadblock for them. They are a tough and one of, if not the best girls lacrosse team in state. And almost all the girls here would more than, well, they would love to upset Blake and make that berth to the state championship.
Yeah, and I believe a lot of them said their goal this year was to go to state. A few said even win state. If they do get past Blake, then they would have to face teams like Eden Prairie,
Lakeville
South. Yeah, I mean, tough schedule for Benilde, but the way they're showing their team off right now, both of these teams could be state contenders. All about getting out of your section as we see Margot Brink taking the ball down to McCall. She has Sydney Liebel behind the net once again. Fiallo to her right, and she'll hit her. Fiallo taking it up the junior, trying to make something happen, but is pushed back out by 2 Chaska defenders. Bringing it up to Allie Coughlin there. That was number 13, Katie O'Connor.
Allie Coughlin is the point guard in basketball. She sure is looking like a point guard out here in Lacrosse field.
A lot of speed again for the 3-sport athlete, Allie Coughlin. Really a star. She is, as far as sports celebrities go up in Benilde, she has to be one of the top ones. I mean, what did we see her freshman year in the soccer state tournament? Was she on varsity?
Freshman year.
So she was a 4-year player on that team. That's
as well as for basketball too. She's a 4-year letterman.
To do that for any sport, just incredible. But do that for 2 sports and play 3 varsity sports, that's wow. I can't imagine.
Oop, cut down the middle.
I mean, you played 1 football, and obviously football takes a lot out of you. But
takes
I mean,
a lot.
Can you imagine playing sports all year round for 4 years?
Just a little exhausting.
It's kind of different when you're a little kid, but when you're in high school with all the work you have to do, that's just impressive. And down to Fiallo now. Fiallo falls down. Let's see what the ref is going to call. Fiallo got a little excited there, lost her balance, but they are actually awarding the ball to Chaska, so Anna Wright-Dean will start the play. Fiallo probably frustrated about that one as Wright-Dean stays in the goal circle right now looking for someone to pass to. Now she steps out, no pressure on her, but Benilde playing pretty good defense on this clear, so she just throws it out there, and Carly Goetz does pick it up, taking it down the other way.
Uh-oh.
We have a fast break opportunity for Goetz, taking it right down the middle. Gretchen
right
steps
there.
in front of her. The pass, she passes it, and the pass is dropped, so DeJulio will pick it up. And now going the other way, McCall Brommelkamp picking it up. 27, that is Olivia Swenson. We've called her name a few times, swoops in, but the whistle is blown, and McCall will start that up. So really good play by DeJulio there.
Just gives McCall just a little bump there.
Yeah, she got bumped, but
enough
to get a whistle. Yeah, and now Benilde taking the other way with under 2 minutes left in the first half, and that is Allie Coughlin again. Oops. Oh, and she is tripped, knocked down somehow, along with number 9, Nina Mork for Chaska. And we had a few parents commenting on that one. I don't think that was a cheap play, just got tangled up there, but
can't do much about that.
Yeah, it happens sometimes in these sports where everyone's running fast and get tangled up, but Benilde will be awarded a free position nonetheless, and she is 15 yards out from the goal. We saw her score earlier on one of these. She gets in, goes to her left side, but is forced back out.
Stack of Chaska defenders on the right.
Yeah, see what they're doing there, trying to keep them out. If they can keep a lot of these goals for Benilde so far have been right up top, so, and the same with Chaska. So if they can keep them out here, as we see a shot off the mark, bounces off a pipe or the goalie stick by Sydney Liebel, and ball rolls out of bounds. Chase is won by Benilde. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in this first half. 5-3, good game so far. Chaska with a 2-goal lead as we are about to head into halftime. Fiallo is hit behind the net, and she'll bring it around as we see a few cutters. Margot Brink cutting in front of the net, but the ref does blow the whistle. And here, as we see, as we mentioned earlier, repositioning the players, telling them where to go. And now Margot with a big free position here, a lot of wide open space, just 10 yards out from the goal. We'll see her with a shot, but it is tipped by a Chaska defender. It looked like number 11, Anna Panning, the defender. And now, as we see Chaska trying to clear, McCall gets in there, but Olivia Swenson will be awarded the ball. But wow, what a defensive play there to keep them from scoring. I mean, Margot looked like she had that one. It was just her and the goalie, but Panning right behind her, knocking that one away.
Great hustle.
Yeah, good hustle getting in there, good stick check. It's hard to keep those stick checks legal in this game, but got it. And that's a goal saver right there. I mean, that's the difference between potentially going in with a 2-goal lead at halftime to a 1-goal lead. That's huge for them. And now Benilde reawarded the possession as Emily Schmitz takes it down the field. Up to Brink, who controls the ball now. Brink taking it behind the net. And she hits Sydney Liebel. 37 seconds to go.
Oh, missed that cut.
As you see what happened there, the pass missed the cut there. And now Chaska with the ball. That is Olivia Swenson passing it down to number 12, Miley Ernst, the captain. She already has a goal today. Getting down there to 25 and stopped up by number 11, Emma Vanderheide. Bringing it in now, just 15 seconds to go in the first half. Pass up DeGiulio, interception there. She has a couple of those interceptions today. She's really good at getting out there. DeGiulio, I mean, you see her playing Richmond. She likes to be aggressive out there. That's a good quality in a goalie as we wrap up the first half here.
She's not only a goalie in Lacrosse, she's also the Benilde-St. Margaret's girls hockey goalie as well.
Impressive, and they had a successful season as well. We've a lot of good athletes here, multiple sport athletes, as we're in halftime here. As we're about to go to break, Richmond, can we run over the goals really quick? We have 4 Chaska, 2 for Carly Goetz, correct, 1 Miley Ernst, and then Lida Ernst, the senior as well, the twins, has a goal, and then Siri Olsen for Chaska. What do we got for Benilde as they have 3 goals so far?
We have 1 goal by Sydney Liebel, and then we have 2 by Allie Coughlin.
All right, so the seniors getting on the board for Benilde and a variety of players, including a sophomore, Carly Goetz, with 2 goals for Chaska, as we're heading into our halftime break right now. Thanks for viewing so far. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the second half. I'm Ethan Lee along with Richmond Bowen. 5-3 Chaska Hawks at the break.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Hello and welcome back to Benilde-St. Margaret's High School for the second half of this game. The Red Knights ladies lacrosse team hosting the Chaska Hawks. So far we have 5 goals for Chaska, 3 for Benilde. That's how we get here. We're starting our second 25-minute half with Sydney Liebel on the draw against number 13 Lida Ernst. And Sydney will win it and Red Knights will take possession. That's Emily Schmitz now, trying to work it in. Chaska keeping her out. And Allie Coughlin up top. Over to McCall Bromelkamp. And down to Katie O'Connor. And ball is down. Margot Brink picks it up here. No pressure on her right now. She is behind the net, trying to work something up using her left. Instead of coming back to the right, she hits Allie Coughlin up top. Allie already with a goal today.
2 goals.
2 goals. Oh, yeah. Sydney with 1 and Allie with 2. We talked a lot about Allie Coughlin and how she's a 3-sport athlete, and she's showing off so far here today. She'll need a couple more if they want to get back in this. Ooh. And speaking of that, she gets the feed from Sydney Liebel. And what's that called? A hat trick?
Hat trick.
Benilde-St. Margaret's getting on the board early in this second half. 5-4 now, just a 1-goal lead for Chaska.
Tell you what, Sydney and Allie are sure on the same page tonight.
Yeah, they, 2 seniors. I know they're pretty good friends as far as I know. And that's good chemistry there as Liebel finds her in front of the net as we see on the replay. Just a low shot there. Again, just the player on the goalie, always hard for the goalie, and puts it by her with ease. So that is Sydney's 3rd goal, a hat trick. I don't see any hats down on the field there, but...
Correction, Allie's 3rd goal.
I did say that.
Said Sydney.
I said Sydney's 3rd goal. Are you sure? Oh, well. Well, we were talking about Allie Coughlin as we see them down there. Number 12, Miley Ernst again. That is her 2nd goal of the game. And if I did say Sydney, I apologize. I was talking about Allie, however. Allie Coughlin, third goal of the game, and we still have 24 minutes to go, but a quick answer back for Ernst, the captain, to change the lead back to 2 goals for the Hawks. That is Miley Ernst's second goal of the game. Sydney Liebel now on the draw. Ref backs away, blows the whistle. Number 13, Lida Ernst. But it will be picked up by Benilde, number 17, Allie Coughlin, and that is Sydney Liebel.
Pucks it down to McCall Brummelkamp.
And McCall, another multi-sport athlete. And so what do we know about players going to college for this team for sports? We got Gretchen, Gretchen Sattler. She's the first-year senior that we talked about.
She is attending University of St. Thomas, and she's going to play basketball there.
Basketball, all right. Oh, and we see a shot there by Sydney Liebel, but it's the goalie matches it with a stick. Anna Rydeen with another save. And she has an open field in front of her, chooses not to run it out. The pass a little high, and Allie Coughlin gets a stick on it, but it goes down to the ground, and it will be picked up by Chaska, number 3, Carly Goetz, who has 2 goals today, taking it down the right side of the field now. Carly looking for teammate down there. That is number 12, Miley Ernst, who also has 2. Miley taking it out top. And a pass down to someone in the middle there. They had 3 Chaska players there, but none of them can come up with it. DeGiulio gets the ball, but now under pressure. She's not afraid to come right out of the goal circle there, but Chaska defense right on her. And now going downfield, number 3, Claire Torgerson, and the pass over, McCall Brommelkamp picks it up. McCall taking it downfield past defender Nina Mork. And Katie O'Connor with it now, and she tries to fight past a couple defenders. Whistle is blown. Katie O'Connor with a free position restart. Whistle blown, Katie in, the shot bounces up wide right and high, and the chase is won by Sydney Liebel. She'll pick it up, as we see there in the free position restart. She steps in, takes a few steps to the shot, but just off to the left on the bouncer. Benilde still controlling it down there. Sydney Liebel to Eleni Fialo. Fialo looks like she's hitting the head and knocked down. She's okay, but
she's a tough cookie out there.
A whistle, though, and it looks like it's given to the Chaska Hawks. Looks like a defender there went at her head. I don't know if that was Carly Goetz, but probably not intentional, but whatever they called on Eleni, maybe she got in the circle or something, but now it's going the other way. And that is Olivia Swenson for the Hawks with the ball right now, as we have another stoppage in play. Allie Coughlin will trail behind her. Swenson taking it in. Can't break through the defense. She'll take it around behind the net. The pass up. DeGiulio intercepting it. That is her 3rd interception of the game, I believe, but she passes it over to Emily Schmitz, and she picks it up before it rolls out of bounds, and now she'll take it downfield. She's got Margot Brink in front of her, as well as defender Anna Panning. Brink now with the ball. Brink taking it left-handed down the middle.
Captain setting up the offense right now.
Margot Brink, good point, the captain there, along with Sydney. And now taking it in for Benilde. Fialo back out to Sydney Liebel. Sydney playing the X position, sitting behind the net a lot today. She's had a couple good feeds so far. One to Allie Coughlin, as we saw the goal a few minutes ago, to start out the first half. And now we're seeing a lot of cuts. Sydney waiting patiently for the right one to come. And another stoppage in play. Ruff will direct the players back to their spots. Free position for Fialo.
mere 10 yards from the goal.
See what she can do. She's got some speed too. Oh, but again, a good stick check by the Chaska defense, and Anna Rydeen with the ball, the goalkeeper, sends it out to Anna Panning, who will take it down the field now. Successful clear so far, gets it down to the 50 and the 40, taking it inside the restraining line, and she might go all the way with this one as she runs around the defenders. A shot over to Giulio, but it is off to the right and out of bounds. Chaska winning the chase, however, will retain possession. That is Ernst with the bright green headband down there. Miley Ernst. Taking it around some Benilde defenders right now, still with the ball after going around about 4 of them. See what she can do here as she charges back in, but is denied by Emma Vanderheide. Number 3, Carly Goetz now with the ball. Seeing a lot of cuts now as Katie O'Connor is subbed in on defense, and we see a shot here, and DeGiulio handles it. DeGiulio. And now they will attempt to clear.
Emma Vanderheide bringing up the field.
Those bright soccer cleats, as we can see. Vanderheide over to Coughlin. But number 11, Anna Panning, we've called her name a few times on defense. She hits number 19, and that is Kinsey Hegna for Chaska, but can't get the shot in the net with just her and the keeper there. As we see, she's 5 yards away from the defender, but at the last second gets in there. Looks like she had a clear shot, but somehow deflected and off target.
Defender made a good run back.
Yeah, good hustle not to give up on that play and just let her shoot at it. That might have affected the shot, but a free position now for Chaska, number 19, Kinsey Hegna with the ball. 10 yards out. See what she can do here. And runs in the shot low and a goal. DeGiulio frustrated as she got in the right position, but not fast enough. And that will make it 7-4, 3-goal lead for Chaska there. That is Hegna with the goal. As we see here on the replay, got the free position, just took a couple steps in, but no defenders hustling at her, but couldn't quite get there in time. Good for Kinsey Hegna on that one, number 19. And that is her first goal of the game.
Junior got her first goal.
Kinsey, junior forward. She'll have another season here with Chaska with this very successful program so far. If they can get the win today, they will be 5-1 on the season. But still a close game, 17 minutes still to go. Benilde is not going to let up without a fight, as we see a whistle here right after the draw with Liebel versus Lida Ernst. And that will be a false start on Lida Ernst. Liebel awarded the possession.
Going with what you said, Ethan, the winner of this game will retain first place in the Metro West.
Interesting fact. Thanks, Richmond. So this is a key conference battle here midway through the season. Top of the conference right now is Benilde with Chaska right behind them, and that the first spot, at least for now, will be decided by the winner of this game. Good insight. It's nice to have you here, Richmond, adding those little things I wouldn't have thought of. High-fiving up here in the booth as McCall Brommelkamp takes it in. Pass to Emily Schmitz, but the whistle is blown, given to Brommelkamp, another free position. What do you think, Richmond? Think she's fast enough to get in there through the defenders right now?
You got 3 defenders right there, 2 closing in.
Oh, but the shot just over the net looks like is either deflected or just came out of her stick early, but a quick restart for Benilde. Ref blows the whistle as I believe they will reposition the players on this one. Now Katie O'Connor with it. Over to Liebel. Liebel coming in through the defender, a shot, and it is just deflected by Anna Rydeen. Liebel really got in there. She got right on the circle, dodged her defender. Rydeen playing aggressive goalie, getting her stick right up there, charging Liebel. Liebel couldn't get it around her, Great play by Rydeen.
So close to getting rolled in right there. Only about a foot away or so.
And she probably has, what, 4 or 5 saves at least so far this game?
4.
So that would be her 5th right there.
Correct.
That is impressive for only 4 goals here, and over a 500 save percentage on the season as well as today, as we see a little scrum down there in front of the net, and whistle is blown. Possession given to Benilde as they restart the ball. Emily Schmitz holding it right now. Schmitz will get a successful clear, at least so far. She gets past midfield, and she'll go into the restraining line right now.
Another speedy soccer player out here on the field.
A lot of soccer players on this team right now as Katie O'Connor's hit with the ball, and she possesses it. That is number 13. Are there 2 number 13s? 13 and 18? I don't know. We have a interesting roster here, but nevertheless, we do have Benilde possessing it right now.
It's interesting how we have a little stack. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They're just charging right there.
Here we go. A few Benilde players playing aggressive, charging the net.
Look at
Sydney
those
Liebel goes
stick.
around
Ooh.
at the shot, but another save by Anna Rydeen. Beautiful. Liebel must be getting frustrated on there. She has 2 great opportunities. Liebel, a good hustler, way to set up those shots, but Rydeen is right in her face every time, charging her out there. And now a little scrum for the ball, whistle blown. And as we see on the replay there, Sydney is hit right behind the net. She's wide open, comes up, no defender right on her, but shot it, and Rydeen getting her stick right up there, matching with the shooter. And now we have a player down, a whistle blown. Looks like it'll be Chaska ball. But Sydney generating those opportunities, not making it past the keeper so far.
That's an interesting formation that they had, a stack formation where they said 5, 6 girls down.
Yeah, all in there, and then Sydney got behind the net, no defender trailed through with her.
Uh-oh, we got a player down.
And
player down for Chaska.
Maybe she's just tying her shoe.
Oh,
well, yeah, look,
maybe.
it's all right. No injuries. There will be a restart, though, and a whistle blown immediately. And Chaska will be awarded a yellow card? No, Benilde, it'll be Allie Coughlin going to the penalty box now. Interesting, already a card for her. We don't see that much in girls lacrosse, but happens today, and she'll go to the box for a couple minutes.
So now we have one man down for Benilde. Chaska's opportunity to take full advantage here.
And that's good for Benilde not to get in the penalties too much with these 2 aggressive teams. I mean, they both have tough defenses, but we saw a couple of cards and penalties last week with the St. Louis Park and Minneapolis game. So far, this is the first penalty. Wasn't even thinking about penalties, as we've seen a pretty clean game so far. A lot of restarts, but nothing major, as Margot Brink takes the ball back for Benilde. Margot Brink taking all the way back to the end line, and she hits Schmitz.
This is crucial for Benilde. Down one person. It's gonna be hard here. Let's see what they can do.
See, that's interesting you say that. They've got 12 minutes to go and they're only down 3, but saying only, it's controversial, because you want to say, since they have so much time left, it's 3 goals and this is lacrosse, but this isn't a particularly high scoring game, and a lot of shots that they've generated have been saved, so you think they're pretty fast paced right now. Normally a team man down would kind of be holding the ball, and they're kind of working it around slowly, but I think we might see a little cutting here, as they are time wasting to possibly get a shot, because the longer they wait for the penalty to expire, I mean, that's time given for Chaska. Chaska's going to want Benilde to waste the time, but Chaska does get the ball back, and taking it downfield for Chaska is number 4, JC Tice. Another whistle blown. And that will be Red Knight ball. Emma Vanderheide with the ball there. Sydney Liebel now taking it down. Again, still player in the box. And Benilde will work it around slowly. They've got 6 people past the restraining line right now. And now that will be Allie Coughlin coming back out. She is released from the box and back into the game. There with the orange cleats, immediately cutting down the middle. No pass to her yet. And now works back to Sydney. A cut down the middle.
See what
Nothing
Sydney
going.
does here.
And Sydney
Ooh,
coming
got
around
that.
right in front of the net with a shot there. What did you see on that one, Richmond?
She just waited for everyone to clear out, saw her opportunity, and hit the top bar down.
And as we will see in the replay here, see, she gets the feed from behind the net. She does have the defender on her, working up slowly, but then after the cutter goes by, just goes right around her, powers through. Defender tries to get in front of her, but Sydney's got the size on her, just goes right in front of her, gets the shot around her. And as you said, she was patient there. She waited for the field to get clear in front of her, and patience working out for Benilde as they cut the lead for Chaska to just 2.
That is Sydney's second goal of the day.
And that is her second goal. So we have Allie. Allie has 3 goals, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then Sydney with 2. We see a lot of
Senior domination right now.
senior domination, some high-scoring games. It's just the 2 of them so far. And 7-5, 10 minutes to go. What do you think the strategy for Benilde is here, down 2 goals? I mean, they don't want to rush it too much. They do have enough time to easily get a couple of goals. But at the same time, with Chaska's aggressive D, do you think they create those opportunities?
I think they got to go back and forth, be passive, be aggressive, be passive, be aggressive, and throw Chaska off. You can't throw the same stuff at them the whole time.
Kind of change it up a little on them, yeah. And that was what we saw with Benilde kind of running the time down there to wait for Allie Coughlin to get back in the game on the penalty. But once they did, they were doing some quick passes around, got it outside down kind of by the goal line extended. She sent it back to Sydney. Sydney waited for the cutter and went right in front. So
I really liked the stack formation that they did. It really opened up Sydney right down there. And sooner or later, the girls are going to start cracking down on Sydney, start cracking down on Allie. That's going to open up other people like Fialo and Schmitz and other forwards and middies.
That's true. That's a very good point, Richmond. As we see here, a couple players for Benilde dominating. That's probably what our coach here for Chaska, Laura Hunt, is talking to them about right now, really controlling the ball on offense not only, but also on defense. When they have players like Sydney Liebel and Allie Coughlin really dominating right now, what are they going to do to shut them down? You think they'll double up on them? I mean, do you think that they'll have the defenders slough off a little bit and be closer to...
I can see a version of a zone here. They're going to have one person on her at all times, and then whoever's nearby is going to chip in and get a little help right there.
Definitely slough and be ready for the slide if
correct.
they're open. Ref showing the green card here as we are ready to restart the game. The timeout was called with 10:25 left in the second half. Chaska Hawks, if you're just joining us, with a 2-goal lead, but it has been very back and forth. Chaska has really kind of had the lead since the beginning, but they never got too far away. I think their biggest lead has been 3 so far.
3 goals, 4 goals. Nothing too much. They had that one hot streak earlier in this game, but
yeah, they really dominated early. The game's kind of slowed down a little bit since the beginning of the first half, but still entertaining. Definitely, we've seen a lot of shots, some good saves by Anna Rydeen for Chaska, the goalie.
Don't forget about DeGiulio picking off those interceptions.
DeGiulio, she has at least 3 interceptions that we've noted so far. So, you know, a lot of good plays for her. Those could be more potential goals. It goes without saying that the goalie's job doesn't just end at making saves. They direct the defense. They have to get out there, be aggressive, and they also have to clear, which is probably the hardest part in my experience playing goalie, was getting a clear.
Very, very, very true.
Especially with this aggressive Chaska team, as we see the restart. Benilde getting the draw, and Sydney Liebel, Allie Coughlin, excuse me, with the ball. And now Sydney Liebel with it, as she sees McCall cut in there. Doesn't get open, and back up now.
You can see Sydney's calling for the ball. She wants it.
Emily Schmitz gets it, but is directed away by Chaska defender number 2, Alex Polak. Now Sydney again with the ball. A lot of Benilde cuts as we see, but like you said, the patience back there, they're being aggressive up front.
They still have 9.5 minutes to go, so they can afford being patient.
Yeah, and as we saw a few minutes ago, that actually is what got them the goal, was patience and really thinking about that one. And now, as the whistle's blown, we'll see a restart. McCall Brommelkamp on the free position.
Ooh, right there.
We'll see what she does as she goes in. We saw the speed from her earlier, but a shot was either deflected or flew high out of her stick.
You also have Sydney Lebo right there. You could dish it off to her.
Yep, and McCall comes in, is directed back out. Good defense by Chaska, getting right in there.
Well, however, we have a whistle here.
Whistle blown once again. Like we said, a lot of restarts in this girls lacrosse game, but provides for some interesting plays, especially on these free positions. Right now, Sydney's starting at the goal line as we see a cut in by Emily Schmitz. No pass, but Sydney definitely saw her, just didn't want to force anything.
Oh, here's Sydney being patient.
Sydney going around, trying to get around defender, but
check that out, double team right there on Sid.
Yep, there we go. We saw Anna Panning getting in there on her, sloughing off from her player, who is Emily Schmitz up top. And Emily Schmitz now getting the ball, coming in, a whistle blown. And that the ref shows a flag. Now Emily Schmitz with the free position restart here.
Only about 10 yards out. Let's see what she can do.
Quick in there, but pulls it right out. Doesn't want to go for the shot. She is unselfish, and
she's so agile out there.
She was quick, but decided not to shoot. Cut out pretty quick there.
She's playing it smart.
And now we see Benilde working it around the outside. Up top there is Emily Schmitz. Ellie Bear feeding her the pass, and now McCall with the ball. McCall trying to get through, but it is knocked away by Anna Stephenson.
And we have a quick whistle right after the turnover.
Whistle blown, ball down, picked back up, and it will go to Chaska. Number 30, Natalie Rydeen with the ball. She is just a freshman. And ball now going outside, and Benilde trying to pick it up as it rolls almost out of bounds, and now out. Ref blows the whistle.
We have two pair of siblings on the Chaska team. The captain twins, and then the freshman Rydeen and the goalie.
Yeah, we got Miley Ernst and Lida Ernst. We can tell them apart. They are 12 and 13. They're both captains, and they're both out there a lot. But I noticed Miley Ernst out there, she has that bright green headband. So that's how I've been telling her from her sister so far.
Perfect. Lots of cutting by Benilde.
Sydney getting a pass around the keeper, and it hits the back of the net. A lot of people thinking that was a goal because in lacrosse you watch. Yeah, you watch for the net. I was thinking that too, but then I saw people running for it behind the net. So luckily I didn't say anything and look stupid. But we
just kidding.
We still have a 2-goal lead for Chaska. Oh, Richmond, it's nice to have you here, buddy. This has definitely been fun so far. How are you feeling about your first broadcast?
Good.
Think you might want to come back next week for the boys Benilde Chaska game?
Ooh.
Join us again as a guest host?
Tempting offer.
Well, we'll have you think about it as Carly Goetz restarts with the possession here. Hey, this is fun. I'm having fun. It's definitely, the broadcast is more alive today than it has been. And Goetz with the restart. How far out is she? Like 12
yards? 12, 13 yards out.
She comes in, shoots on DeGiulio. DeGiulio doesn't see it go low fast enough, and Goetz puts it in to make it a 3-goal Chaska lead with just 5.5 minutes remaining. So now we see, as you see there, I don't know if DeGiulio just lost it or couldn't get there fast enough, but she kind of stayed high. Goetz went low. It was a quick shot.
Bottom left corner. It's always hard for a goalkeeper to get down there with the stick.
Good insight there, Richmond Bowen. And we now have a timeout as we see DeGiulio slowly walking over there. All the sticks are being left on the field. And so Richmond, we haven't really talked about you yet. I mean, a lot of our viewers have seen you on the football broadcast. You were the starting varsity quarterback this year.
That is correct.
So you're a senior. You'll be graduating in a couple weeks. Do you have any plans for football after high school?
Yeah, actually, I am. I'm committed to play Division III football down at University of Wisconsin Lacrosse this fall. I will be continuing my college dream of playing college quarterback, which is dream come true for me. But
that's awesome.
The journey doesn't end right there. Got to work up and gotta work hard and everything like that.
Well, good for you, Richmond. That's nice to hear. We got a lot of college athletes coming out of Benilde, a great athletic school, and
from D3 to D1.
Yeah, and we just got a couple weeks left here. Kids are going to be graduating, going off, start training at their colleges. Do you know when you're going out to train in Lacrosse?
I have. They send me workouts throughout the winter, and then they're going to send me one through the summer. But when I actually have to report, it's going to be right around mid-August. I couldn't tell you the exact date off the top of my head.
So go a little early for training camp, and so they send you the workouts that the coach wants you to do.
Yeah.
Do they have like a strength coach there that sends you these things?
He's top of the line.
Wow, that's great. Good for you, man.
Makes an individual program for every single athlete.
I'll have to come out and see you play next year, the next few years.
Got that sweatshirt.
Yeah, I got my Wisconsin Lacrosse sweatshirt today.
UW-Blacks.
As we see
They do not have lacrosse in the city of Lacrosse for the college, though.
Really?
I've gotten that so many times.
Wisconsin Lacrosse does not have a lacrosse program. Well, there you go.
University of Wisconsin Lacrosse. Do you play lacrosse? Nope.
Sorry. Huh. You know, I had a Red Knight lacrosse sweatshirt when I played, and people would always ask me if I was from Lacrosse, Wisconsin, so we have that going both ways.
Sucks.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, it's the confusion. Lacrosse is a growing sport, as we see here. A lot of first, second, third-year players. As Benilde starts on the restart, Gretchen Sattler with the ball, but another whistle blown. Benilde will keep possession as number 13 for Chaska. Little Ernst, the captain, will have to go behind Gretchen. And now she takes it down into Emily Schmitz. With just 5 minutes to go in this game, Benilde down by 3, pushing for a comeback up to Allie Coughlin, the senior, who already has a hat trick in this game.
Watch Allie and Sydney take over here.
Yeah, as we see Allie dodging, Sydney standing by her there. Another whistle. But they have dominated this game, Allie with 3, Sydney with 2 goals. A lot of senior domination, although we do have a lot of we have some juniors, a few sophomores, and even some freshmen on this team. We have the backup goalie for Benilde is a freshman, Claire Gazzini. She's only in her 2nd year playing lacrosse, as well as Sammy Dieterding, who is a defenseman, I believe, in her 1st year.
As a new player, Claire Gazzini, she said it's fun, but sometimes hard because there are so many new things and rules to learn. Very, very reasonable. Like, it's for example, this is my 1st year of ultimate frisbee, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? But now, after all, I'm sure Claire's in the same situation, but she's probably just having a blast right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're having fun. I mean, they're freshmen, so they got 4 more years of this, as we see Allie Coughlin getting her 4th goal of the game. And that puts the Red Knights in a position to continue a comeback here as the draw with Sydney Liebel, and they're facing towards Chaska, the Chaska defense line, as the draw is won, and the ball is picked up by Carly Goetz. Allie Coughlin, as we said, with her 4th goal. Sydney has 2, so still the senior domination. Allie really carrying the team right now, but we still have a game. Got 4 minutes to go. Benilde only down by 2, so if they can quick get a possession here, as the ball is down, and looks like Gretchen Sattler is fighting for it. She went down to pick it up, but a whistle was blown before she could do anything.
Ethan, what do you think the Red Knights' defensive scheme is here for tonight? Being down by 2.
Well, right now you got to be aggressive. There's only so much you can do, but luckily for them, they have the ball, so they'll be getting downfield right now and trying to do something. As Lily Efforts, we haven't called her name yet today, gets the ball and starts to take it downfield. But definitely, if the ball does get back down there anytime soon, you really got to be playing as aggressive as you can, kind of playing up on them, forcing turnovers. There's a limited amount of how you can check their sticks, so it's really hard to not get called. And then if they give up a free position, that's almost I mean, that's at least I would say, what, like 50% of the time they scored, at least today, on the free position.
It's a good opportunity to shoot and score.
But now we see Allie Coughlin taking it down. Ball is down, whistle is blown.
You see this, Allie Coughlin's dodging in, all the other girls are going around her, so watch out for her dishing it out and getting an assist to one of the other attackers.
Good point. And as the ball is rolled out by Allie Coughlin to, I believe that's Emily Schmitz down there. She'll get the restart. She will be about 7 yards out, or excuse me, 12 yards out and at an angle. Brings it in. Another whistle, however. And Chaska will be awarded the ball. That's huge with just 2.5 minutes to go. The clock will stop on whistles at the 2-minute mark, but Benilde really got to be in a hurry now to get that ball and get down there for a goal. This is going to be a fight to the end for Benilde, but Chaska is just going to try to control it as much as they can. As we see McCall Brommelkamp getting in there, as well as number 9, Eleni Fiallo, picking up the ball, and they'll be taking it down the field now. We'll see what they can do. It's 4 Chaska defenders on just a couple Benilde attack up there, but the ball is dropped and Chaska picks it up, but there's a whistle and possession is signaled to Chaska. Under 2 minutes now. I believe the clock should be stopping, but operator not doing that. I don't know if the ref is going to do something about that, but as we see it right now, they will be restarting the ball. It will be Chaska possession. Time running out for Benilde here. They still have a shot, but we saw a good play by Fiallo and Brommelkamp getting the ball back before Chaska could clear it past the midfield. But
expect 2-3 girls on the ball at any given moment here in desperation to try to get the ball back.
Definitely some aggressive plays we'll see here. Hopefully nothing gets too violent, but I don't think it will. So far we've had a pretty clean game. A lot of whistles though. Is another one happening right now. Ball goes down and it will be awarded to the Hawks once again. Now they're stopping the clock. 1:24 remaining. 8-6 Chaska Hawks lead. So assuming Chaska wins this game, as Richmond said earlier, they will be leading the conference here with a 5-1 record on the season. And now a pass down but picked up by Chaska.
Chaska currently is 2-0 in Metro West Conference play.
And so they, along with Benilde, are undefeated in this conference, but assuming Chaska pulls this one out, which it's looking like they may, Benilde will go to 4-1 in the conference.
I believe so.
3-1 or 4-1, and Chaska will be 3-0, leading the conference. But this will be a close fight all the way to the end, as Margot Brink taking it in now, trying to get a last-ditch effort, ball into the net, a whistle blown, clock is stopped, 43.7 seconds remaining. Benilde will do anything they can here to get one in the back of the net. Margot Brink with a good free position. You know she's going to be shooting it. You know she's going to be shooting it. 40 seconds. They can't afford to take it out and pass and take their time. So we'll see a shot here from Margot Brink. The shot up high and a goal for Benilde. 42 seconds left. Hits it right over Ryadine. Benilde still trailing by 1, 8-7, but Margot Brink gets her first goal of the game at a very important time. Just over 40 seconds left. They still trail by 1 as we see them quickly go back to the circle here. The clock is stopped because it's under 2 minutes, but you know they're going to be flaring out there. Sydney Liebel, this is a key draw control right now. Coming into this game, she has 21 on the season. She's won a few today, but Chaska has dominated most of this game on the draws, so this will be interesting to see what happens here. If Chaska gets the ball and they can control it for a few seconds, I mean, this game is pretty much over, but if they can get the ball, which it is down, and Carly Goetz picks it up, and that's got to be a heartbreaker for Benilde. 30 seconds left. It's not like it's over, but that was a key draw there that they couldn't come up with.
As we appeared on under 30 seconds left, Chaska steals the ball. Charging in, protecting.
Ball down, whistle blown, and it will go again to Chaska. You know, as announcers here, we try to stay impartial even as Benilde students, but we are on ParkTV, so a lot of the fans watching are going to be Benilde fans. But, I mean, not that we're cheering for Benilde, but you really want this game to be, if we get a little excited when Benilde is scoring, I mean, this is a fun game to watch as they're trailing by 1 right now. So, I don't know. This is the best game I've called so far here. How's this going for your first game?
It's a lot better than I expected, quite honestly.
You've seen a couple girls lacrosse games before. You were with me at the section final a couple years ago against Blake, a heartbreaking loss for Benilde. As we see the time run out, Chaska wasting the time away, and they get the 1-goal victory. That is the Chaska Hawks with 8, beating the Red Knights 8-7, and Laura Hunt's team improves to 5-1 as you see the players down. Crowding goalie Anna Rydeen, who made some key saves, especially against the team's leading scorer, Sydney Liebel, who has 29 coming into today, and she had, what, 2 today? So
2,
31 on the season. That's a key player for them, but as much as Benilde fought in this game, they just couldn't get it done in the end. Great defensive effort for Chaska, as we saw. I mean, we saw a lot of good stick checks. They kept them out of the box most of the game, and there's not much else to say about that. Great game by both teams. We'll see both of these teams going far into sections, as we'll see Benilde possibly matching up with Blake later in the section tournament, but that'll be about it for us tonight.
It helps when Chaska has over 50% save percentage.
Yeah, and that's the key thing with the goalie and the defense there. Defense always helps the goalie. So thanks, Richmond, for being on with us tonight. You did a great job, and I'm Ethan Lee, and we've got Paul Broden in the truck running this whole thing, Kurt Meyer on the camera. Thanks to everybody, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. This is Park 16 TV.